I'm saying. This is probably like 5th attempt at vlogging since I made my last vlog. Headed to the gym to do my last leg workout before showtime. I might throw in a bit of glutes this next, like last week, here and there, but it'll mostly just be glutes. There won't be really much leg work incorporated. At least I'll try not to incorporate my legs just because it's hard not to hit your legs when you are training glutes. But if you really focus, use that mind-muscle connection and go light, then it is achievable. So I'm gonna head out, train legs, and then I will check in with you guys later. I'm feeling okay. Whatever. 9 days out, this prep, I felt like I'm not prepping, which I kind of hate. And it's not because it's been easy, because it hasn't been. It's just because, I don't know, I just feel like compared to provincials, I don't know, which is crazy because like this show is like a way bigger deal. It's in a bigger city. It's a national show. It's my first shot at a pro card, but I just like, I feel like my excitement isn't nearly as big, I guess, as it was when I was getting ready for provincials. So I don't know, maybe it just hasn't really hit me yet. I wasn't really planning it, maybe that's why, whereas provincials was planned since last year. So I think that's actually why. See, just figure things out. I just talk and then eventually things come to me. But I think that's why, because provincials was a planned show. This show just kind of like happened. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it, just whatever, let's see how it goes. So that's probably why. I am excited. It's just like it's not nearly as exciting as I was for provincials, so that's the only thing. My last leg workout was good actually. I felt pretty good during it. I just went super low weight, higher rep. I did front squats, pop squats, like I did all kinds of sort of things. I did leg extensions, leg curls, leg press, lunges. This workout was more so just to kind of like put some blood into the muscle, keeping the muscle looking full. I'm not doing anything too crazy for peak week at all. I'm just following the exact same macros that I followed these past 2 weeks, which are 130 grams of protein, 110 carb, and 30 fat, very low. My cardio I will start tapering down pretty soon here, and then the night before, so Friday night, I will have a cheat meal. It's not going to be anything too crazy, just something so I can fill out, and then depending on how that goes, maybe I'll have something else in the morning. If not, then I'll be just eating. I actually decided that my main foods for my show day and then like peak week are going to be baby potatoes, plantains, chicken, and rice cakes with cashews or peanut butter or avocado. So those are my peak week foods. And yeah, and then later I'm gonna get more into what's been different for me about this whole prep. So not just these past weeks, but like the whole 25, 26 weeks, I think. And then kind of like give you guys an idea of how I figured out my macros, what the process has been like for the past 24 weeks or 26 weeks or whatever, and what my progress has been like as well. Same with the cardio, food choices, everything like that. I'm gonna get right into it. I feel like I never really talk enough about that, and I'm sure you guys want to know just because I do get asked about it a lot. So we're gonna get right into that, and then yeah, but that probably won't happen until like way later on in the video because I have to go to work. My last shift is tomorrow. I have a new job. It's gonna start out as hostessing, then go into waitressing, which I'm really excited about because I need them tips. I need to make better money. So super excited about that. And then I'm really excited that I get like a week off before my show. So very sweet to just, relax, put my feet up, and then let everything else just come together. Alright, so as promised, I said I was gonna vlog, so I'm using my computer. Just letting the gut hang out. But I'm gonna use my computer just so I don't run out of data or storage or whatever my iPhone is running out of. I just went and picked up my bottoms. I have them on right now. Show you guys really quickly. I don't know why I'm wearing them. I feel like this is a very just not classy video, but honestly, I've had the longest day in my life. I'm exhausted. I barely even want to sit here and talk because I just feel like I don't have the energy for it, but I'm gonna do my best to go over what I mentioned earlier in the video, which I don't even remember. But yeah, so I went and picked up my bottoms because at my last show I did notice they were a little bit too big on me, especially on my butt. They were covering my lower back quite a bit, which takes away from your physique, and they were kind of hiding my glutes a little bit, which I definitely don't want at all. So I went to a local girl here. She does suits. Her name is Sarah Marie. She is unreal. She took There's really anywhere to like take in my suit, and she somehow found a way to do it, and they fit unreal. They look amazing, and I'm excited to kind of present them along with my new package, I guess you can say, because I am feeling like this package that I'm bringing to the national stage is a lot better than what I brought to the stage 6 weeks ago. It's crazy. It's already been that long. It does not feel like it at all. But okay, what did I say I was gonna go over? I don't wanna overwhelm you guys with too much information, so I'm just gonna make separate videos on different topics. So if you guys want to comment below and tell me what you want me to talk about and what you want me to tell you guys about, that'd be amazing, because I'm not very creative. I run out of things to do very easily. And once I don't have any more ideas, I won't really put that much effort into trying to find new ideas, especially when I'm dieting, because I don't have any energy to do much. You can probably tell right now that this is a very drowsy, exhausted me talking. I'm beyond exhausted. But the one thing I really wanted to go over in this video was how I figured out my macros. 2 years ago, I began flexible dieting. I began tracking macros. My second year, I did decide to start doing flexible dieting. After my first prep, actually, I started doing flexible dieting. I went into IFBB.com and I got macros off that website. That was before I got my nutrition course and kind of became more educated on it. But I did use my body as a big experiment, as just seeing how I would respond to certain splits. My accent just came out very strongly. But how I would respond to certain splits, different macronutrient ratios. So that's kind of how I got started. I just took a number and then worked with that number. I just trusted whatever the website told me. I would definitely recommend you guys check it out. It's not the most accurate, and if you can't afford a coach, I would definitely recommend coaching with someone, just because once you do have a set macronutrient split, you do want to make changes as you progress. You don't want to stay with the same numbers. Unless those numbers are working for you, then stay with them, but you will most likely eventually plateau, and that's when the coaching comes in. Not only that, but the accountability, the support, just having a friend there. To me, coaching is just so much more than just being oh, do this, follow this. You fell off track, why? Why did you do that? No, that's not what I do at all with my clients. To me, being a friend my clients is more important than being a coach. I don't know if that's always a good thing, but so far it's working great for me. They put a lot of trust in me. I put a lot of trust in them. If they fall off track, they tell me, and then we just build from there. We talk, we figure out why this happened, how we can make it better, yada yada. This is a complete different topic for me. I'm getting way off topic, but yeah, that's how it all started. So from there, I would just kind of, move my numbers around accordingly to my progress. If I was reverse dieting at the time, so when I started kind of stalling in weight, then I would slowly, increase my macros, and that's what reverse dieting is keeping the fat gain to a minimum while increasing your calories as much as you can. What I learned from reverse dieting was actually that even though you are increasing your food and, you're kind of maintaining your physique, there will come a point where too much is too much, and there really is no need to get your macros to a point where it's super uncomfortable to eat that much. I got to that point. I was eating, it was 400 grams of carbs, 180 grams of protein, and like 70, 80 grams of fat. Like, for a girl that used to weigh 100 and like 15 pounds, that's just way too much. Like, even now, I can even imagine eating that much amount, like that much food. And I did gain quite a bit of unnecessary fat during my first off season. It wasn't overnight. It didn't happen like out of nowhere. It was definitely very controlled. I slowly increased my macros. I stayed on track 100% during my off season. Yeah, that being said, I did gain quite a bit of fat. I actually had to lose, I think, I lost my second prep, I think I lost 15 pounds, but it wasn't enough. I could have came in like 10 pounds leaner. So from my perspective and my experience, I would definitely say that it's not necessary for a girl to bulk. As long as you're reverse dieting very slowly, you're using a training program that's, focusing on increasing your strength and always improving your lifts, then there should be some kind of muscle gain there. There is no need to put a bunch of fat on just to gain muscle. I learned that just because this past off season I did gain some fat, but it wasn't as much as I did my first year, and I actually still put on the same amount of muscle, if not more. Maybe I wouldn't say more, but I would definitely say that my progress was really good this past off season. Like, I know that being leaner makes your muscles look bigger, so that definitely would have to do with me thinking that I'm bigger. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just leaner, which I definitely am. I'm weighing 125 pounds right now, which is what I weighed my second year last year at my regional show, and it's 6 pounds lighter than I weighed at provincials. So I'm definitely on the leaner side. But yeah, that's kind of how I figured out my macros. It just started from a website, and then from there I watched my body. I watched it very closely, kept track of how it responded to everything, and I actually kept track of my whole prep on my notes in my phone, so I will be going over that in one of my videos eventually. I hope I covered everything I wanted to cover. I'm really bad at remembering things once I sit down to talk about them. That's why I don't really like making these kind of vlogs. Plus, I don't really know if I'm interesting enough to do these kind of vlogs, especially when I'm 9 days out feeling super exhausted. But, I did my best. I hope that really helped you guys. What I would recommend for people who can't afford coaching is and want to do their own coaching, their own prep or off season or reverse diet or whatever, is definitely just kind of start with a set of numbers. Maybe track what you're eating for the whole day, and then look at how that's working for you at the moment, and then go from there. Like, increase if you have to, decrease if you have to. If you do a lot of research on Google, you will find information, and you will find the right tools to or you will find the right guidance to, point you in the right direction and get you started on some numbers at least. Because like, once you have a set amount of numbers, that's golden. Like, that's where you're going to start playing from. So I would definitely recommend that. And then, if you plateau and you want to increase your weight, then increase your food a little bit. If you plateau and you want to lose weight, then maybe take out some carbs or take out some fat. I would definitely leave your protein alone. It's not the most ideal to take your protein out, especially when you're dieting. You want to, keep your protein in so you can retain as much muscle mass as possible. But, increase your cardio, decrease your cardio. Like, there's just so many factors that come into play when it comes to losing fat, gain muscle, maintaining your current physique. So, it's just a matter of doing the research, paying close attention to how your body responds to certain things, and not being scared to just try things. Like, yeah, it might seem too high carb for you, but have you ever tried it before? Probably not. So just give it a go and see how your body reacts. If you're gaining weight from it 2 weeks later, I would definitely give it at least 1 to 2 weeks before you really kind of like make a final decision and decide whether it's working or not. But if you're gaining too much weight, then, take out some carbs or add some cardio. And if you want to eat more and you don't mind doing cardio, it's kind of like there's definitely a lot to it, and it's not just like, oh, you're gonna get a set of numbers and those are your numbers and they're gonna work for sure. No, that's not how it works. You definitely need to play around with it, and it's all trial and error. That's what I tell everybody when they ask me. They're like, how do you do it? Like, how did you figure this out? I'm like, honestly, trial and error. Like, that's just all I can say because it's true. That's all I do. Like, I'm my own coach. I've been my own coach for 2 years now, and so far it's working great for me. So I don't see why I wouldn't encourage you guys to try it. But yeah, I actually did it. I finished the vlog. But yeah, I will. Tomorrow's my last day of work, so I'm going to Edmonton for the weekend with my mom. I will probably be making some on the road vlogs. You guys know I love showing you what I eat and how I stay on track when I travel, so I'll probably throw some of that in there. And then I have next week, which is my peak week off from work, so I'll make sure to keep you guys updated with how I'm feeling, with what's changing in my diet, with what my peak week plan is for this week, even though I kind of already mentioned that previously in the video. But, you know, try to share as much as I can with you guys. And if you have any questions for me, any suggestions, anything that you want to see on my vlogs, on my channel, just let me know, because I really appreciate that. I really do need help when it comes to being more active and being more interactive with you guys. So whatever you guys want me to do or want to see, please let me know. And then once we get to 2,000, we're going to do something sick, because 2,000 subs, that's a big deal to me. Huge. I never even thought I would have like 100. So once we get to 2,000, I'll either do like a giveaway or like a video of whatever you guys want to see, like a food challenge. I don't know, just whatever you guys want to see. It's up to you. It's all in your hands. Just take it. Have a good night, guys.